Alright, welcome everyone. This is the thing. Always have been passionate about 3D to learn new skills and do some stuff. Of course, it's not that easy. You have to look a lot of lessons, you have to learn a lot of things, a lot of skills, a lot of software, and I always have been struggling with learn some new things, and suddenly I come across an interview with this guy Shadi Safadi, a very entertaining guy, and he was giving a lecture. By the way, he this is the company that he works for. No, I think it's his company. He created. I don't know with whom, but it's top notch, as they say. Really great stuff. And in a video that I saw a few years ago, he was talking about whether if it's useful to work on the same project over and over again until you learn something and improve your skills, or to try to open new projects. And he talked about on that video regarding to redo your old models, and I have tons and tons of old models. Among those ones, I'm sorry. Among those ones, we have this one. I put the name War Duke Helmet. I don't remember where did I take the concept. I know I did this rough sketch back in the days, and I just developed from that point on, and I put even a 3D version of the file here in Sketchfab. But there are so many things that I didn't like about this, and one of those things is like some small squares. Let me upload it and I will show you that became right after the paint job that I did in Substance Painter. I was organized enough to keep a version of the file, and in these past days I have been thinking, well, what to make recorded, and I show to whoever may be interested in it how did I do it, and here we go. This is the high poly version of the model. I think I may get rid of some of these parts, among them these details that I can recreate really well in Substance Painter. That is an amazing piece of software that you can use for these kind of details, and even more. And well, we will see about that. And I also made a low poly version of the same file, and I will export the FBX file, and I will try to repaint it. These are the small squares that I was talking about a few minutes ago. These small like squares that you can see, these faces that you can see all over the main helmet. You can see it here, and also here on the I don't know if it was the UVs, the definition of the maps, that I didn't have high poly version of the file or whatever. But the thing is that I will try to make a new version of this, and I will show you the process as much as I can, and I hope you can enjoy it. So here we go. The first step will be this: make sure all the names here are underscore low, okay? And at the same time make sure every piece of the model has UVs on it. All right, so we gotta do this quick check. Bear with me while I do it. And that's the last one. Okay, we will export this as an FBX, so there shouldn't be any problem. We will do with this particular command, and we will export all the FBX format. I will leave all these things like that, and in export you layer trees embed maps is normal. Okay, and we will say that this is Warduck helmet. Oh, and as I was telling you, FBX. It should take just a little moment while our dear ZBrush process the entire request. Hoping that it doesn't have any warning at all. And there it goes. You see the warning. And now we should do, let's check first that we have the file properly in here. And yes, actually the export, here we go, here we have it. Export a lot of targets with it. Well, we will deal with this in a moment. Now we will do the same but with the higher version of the same file. Should ask us if we want to save it. We will say no because I don't want to do any modification to the lower version of the file, and it's pretty much the same process. We will export the whole file. As I was telling you a moment ago, it won't be that much of a difference. It should have just a higher number of polygons, and that's it. And it have the colors in order for Substance to recognize like selection sets or selection groups. It's the same process, but this should take a little bit more time, so it could be a little bit heavy on the recording. So I will just start this process and I will show you the end part of it. All right, okay, I'll be back. Okay, right after the export we should have these two files, the low poly version of the helmet and the high poly version of the helmet. And on this we should have open Substance Painter in order to load first this low poly version, the one that have UVs on it. It's a requirement that the file has to have UV maps on every tool, or if it's an OBJ, on the entire object. If not, they will show you a warning like here saying, hey, your item doesn't have any UVs on it, fix it before you do it. So first thing first, we go to File, New, select, go to the place which we have the files. we should choose the low, as I was telling you. It doesn't matter this for the time being, you can upscale it as much as you need it. This is for other purposes also. And regarding these options, these are different things. I think I remember this UDIM tile is for real files or something like that. I don't remember. Okay. The thing is that we hit OK. I choose the PBR selection set, and after a few seconds it should load like this in pure white, beautiful white, and we will just check that everything seems okay, or normals, or whatever. Okay, then I tend to go to this project folder, because all my files will come down here, and after that we locate on texture set settings, bake textures. Here we can compute or bake all maps, normal maps, workspace, ID, ambient occlusion, curvature, position, and thickness. I tend to do at the first go all but ambient occlusion. Why? Because this is a heavier task than the other ones, and it should be computed for all these individual parts, as you may see. And right after that I didn't move any of this. I remember back in the days I get different results expanding this max frontal distance and this rear front distance, but the important thing is to put the high version in order to get rid of these warning signs, because this high poly model is needed in order to compute all of this. As you may see, it all changed to high. The thing that I will do change here is the match. It's made match by name, mesh by name, because as I have a border low, I have a border high, bottom wings low, border wing high, so he will try to match each part from the lower poly model to the higher poly model. And right after that, I think is in the ID, I will change from vertex color to material color in order to make my selection groups. And we have these two options: bake border low textures, that is this, or bake all texture sets, all these maps for all these texture sets. So I will start, and I will pause the video here, and I will show you at the end. Well, let's try to wait a little bit to see if we start getting some maps here. Sometimes this is a heavy processing or consuming time process, better to say. And but let's give a few seconds. Yeah, you got it. Well,